Want to speak real Finnish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at finishpod101.com.
10 phrases you always want to hear. So let's get started. Näytät hyvältä tänään. You look great today. Näytät hyvältä tänään. You look great today. Now, this is definitely something you can tell the people you know, and it makes a person feel good. You can maybe add something to it, like you can say kiva paita, which means nice shirt. And that's definitely something you can say to make a person feel good about themselves. Kaipaan sinua. I miss you. Kaipaan sinua. I miss you. Now, you can say this to a friend or a family member or a loved one if you haven't seen someone in a long time. Another way to say the exact same thing in Finnish is to say, minulla on ikävä sinua. Teit hienoa työtä. You did a great job. Teit hienoa työtä. You did a great job. Now, you can say this to your employees or your co-workers to set a really nice vibe at your workplace. And everyone wants to know that they're appreciated, so you don't have to be afraid to say it. You should actually say it more often. Tulet saamaan bonuksen loppukuusta. There will be a bonus at the end of the month. Tulet saamaan bonuksen loppukuusta. There will be a bonus at the end of the month. Now, if you're a boss and you say this sentence combined with the previous sentence together, you'll definitely be the boss of the month. So you can say, teit hienoa työtä, tulet saamaan bonuksen loppukuusta. Olet erittäin hyvä kokki. You're an excellent cook. Olet erittäin hyvä kokki. You're an excellent cook. I have a friend, and I cooked makaronilaatikko for him once. Makaronilaatikko is like a macaroni casserole with minced meat. It's like the simplest food on the planet. So that he complimented me on my makaronilaatikko, that's like, he must be really hungry. Pidä tauko. Minä hoidan siivouksen tänään. Take a break. I'll do the cleaning today. Pidä tauko. Minä hoidan siivouksen tänään. Take a break. I'll do the cleaning today. Now, that would be nice to hear, right? Like somebody would clean up after you and you can just kick back and enjoy the day. That would be awesome. Ja sinä voitat. And you win. Ja sinä voitat. And you win. When I was little and my parents would go out of town, they would bring these scratch tickets as a souvenir, and my brother would always win something, or at least it felt like it, but I would never win, so I was pretty bummed about it. Maybe I should try and buy one of those now and see if I could win some money. Olit oikeassa. You were right. Olit oikeassa. You were right. I once saw this meme that said, in a marriage there's two people. One is always right and the other one is the husband. I'm not sure if that's a good joke. Is it? Maybe not. Toin sinulle jotain erityistä. I brought you something special. Toin sinulle jotain erityistä. I brought you something special. When I was 16 and I was moving out of town, my friends brought me this CD, like a mixtape, that had a lot of songs that we would like to listen together. And I think that was a really, really nice gift. That was back in the beginning of the millennium, so CDs were a big thing. Budjetti on rajaton. The budget is unlimited. Budjetti on rajaton. The budget is unlimited. Unlimited budget? I've never experienced that. Have you? Maybe I should go and buy one of those scratch tickets to see if I would win something and then have an unlimited budget.
In this lesson, you'll learn 3 different ways to say it. Let's start with the easiest one.
Kiitos. Kiitos.
Another way to say thank you is
Paljon kiitoksia. Paljon kiitoksia.
Finally, here's a third way to express your gratitude.
Suurkiitokset. Suurkiitokset.
Okay, let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned.
Kiitos. Kiitos. Paljon kiitoksia. Paljon kiitoksia. Suurkiitokset. Suurkiitokset.
In this lesson, you'll learn 3 different ways to say it. Let's start with how to express your feelings to your loved one.
Rakastan sinua. Rakastan sinua. Rakastan sinua.
Or if you want to explain those butterflies in your stomach, you can say,
Olen ihastunut sinuun. Olen ihastunut sinuun. Olen ihastunut sinuun.
and when you feel that I love you is not enough, you can say,
Sanat eivät riitä kuvaamaan rakkauttani sinua kohtaan. Sanat eivät riitä kuvaamaan rakkauttani sinua kohtaan. Sanat eivät riitä kuvaamaan rakkauttani sinua kohtaan.
Want to speak real Finnish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at finishpod101.com.
We will be practicing shopping in Finland. Before we go, you need to know how to say, how much is this? Kuinka paljon tämä maksaa? Kuinka paljon tämä maksaa? Okay, are you ready to go shopping in Finland? Let's go! Imagine yourself in a shop in Finland. You find something you want to buy and you want to ask how much it costs. Start by saying, anteeksi. Do you remember what that means? Excuse me. Anteeksi, kuinka paljon tämä maksaa? Anteeksi, kuinka paljon tämä maksaa? The clerk will tell you, se maksaa, it costs, or more simply, se on, it is. For example, se maksaa 25 euroa, or se on 25 euroa. What number is 25? It's 25. So these phrases mean it costs 25 euros. Let's see some more examples. You see a bag that you want to buy. A bag in Finnish is laukku. So how would you ask how much it costs? Anteeksi, kuinka paljon tämä laukku maksaa? Or a pair of shoes. This makes it slightly different because you have to use the plural form. A shoe would be kenkä, but shoes are kengät in the plural. So you would ask, anteeksi, kuinka paljon nämä kengät maksavat? Also remember that the plural of tämä is nämä, and maksaa becomes maksavat when talking about more than one item. Now it's time for Paula's points. Credit and debit cards are very commonly used in Finland, and you can use them in almost all shops and restaurants. If you want to make sure, you can ask, voinko maksaa kortilla? Can I pay with a card? Voinko maksaa kortilla? In this lesson, we'll learn some of the most common greetings used in Finland. Ready? Let's get started. The most used informal greeting is hei. Hei. Hei means hi or hello. We use it when we meet people, friends, relatives, and even people we don't know. We used this phrase in lesson 1. Do you remember? Do you also remember what the formal way of greeting people is? Hyvää päivää. Hyvää päivää. Literally, hyvää päivää means good day. As a rule of thumb, we can use hyvää päivää only during the daytime, from midday until early evening. During the evening we say, hyvää iltaa. Hyvää iltaa. Ilta is Finnish for evening, so hyvää iltaa means good evening. Hyvää päivää and hyvää iltaa are used when we meet someone, but when we leave we don't say these greetings again. Instead, when leaving in a formal situation, Finnish people say näkemiin. Näkemiin. Näkemiin means goodbye. In informal situations, you can just say hey hey. Hey hey. Finally, In Finnish, we have an expression meaning see you soon, which can be either formal or informal. Nähdään pian. Nähdään pian. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Finnish. Let's review them all again. When greeting someone in an informal situation, hei. When greeting someone in a formal situation, hyvää päivää or hyvää iltaa. When leaving in a formal situation, näkemiin. When leaving in an informal situation, hei hei. When leaving, no matter whether it's a formal or informal situation, nähdään pian. It's easy, right? Now it's time for Paula's points. In formal situations, Finnish people commonly greet each other by shaking hands. But if we meet someone we are very friendly with, we hug each other. Don't be afraid to do it with your Finnish friends. It's normal. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Finnish. So let's get started. We'll first see how Finnish people introduce themselves in an informal situation. Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Hauska tutustua. Hi, I'm Paula. Nice to meet you. Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Hauska tutustua. Let's go through this. Start by saying, hei, minun nimeni on. Then say your name. Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Finally say, hauska tutustua. Hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Hauska tutustua. And now let's see the same sentence in formal speech. Hyvää päivää. Minun nimeni on Paula Laamanen. Hauska tutustua. Good day. My name is Paula Laamanen. Nice to meet you. Hyvää päivää. Minun nimeni on Paula Laamanen. Hauska tutustua. So what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a close look at these together. Hei has been substituted with the formal greeting hyvää päivää, Finnish for good day. Minun nimeni on Paula has not been changed. In both cases, minun nimeni on means my name is. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name, so I said Paula Laamanen. Here you would say your full name. Finally, hauska tutustua is the same for both. This phrase means nice to meet you. One more time. The informal way to introduce yourself in Finnish is hei, minun nimeni on Paula. Hauska tutustua. You can make it more formal by saying hyvää päivää. Minun nimeni on Paula Laamanen. Hauska tutustua. Now it's time for Paula's points. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands and use hauska tutustua after saying your name. If you're concerned about politeness, even hei is polite enough in the Finnish business world. In fact, if you speak too formally, people will think you sound unnatural. In Finland, simple is best.